All right, all right, all right. Good morning, everyone. It's a nice gray day in East Philadelphia. We are reflecting on 2020. My name is Lewis. I'm here having my morning coffee at the Ropeadope room. Just me and my lonely album covers. We got the vinyl sitting on the couch instead of the usual visiting band. CDs in the background reminding me that I have to build more shelves. Welcome and thank you for being here. We are plagued continuously by technical difficulties thanks to software engineers that don't take everything into consideration. But thank you for being here. If you're just joining us, we are running down the 60-some singles and 75 records that Ropeadope released in 2020. We can't even believe it. And a big shout out to the Ropeadope crew, Fabian Brown, Ben Mathewson, Kaya Marks, for getting all this work done and getting these records out the door in such an important year. I'm going to patch in my dear friend and partner in sense of urgency, Mr. Fabian Brown. Mr. Brown.
Sense of urgency, reporting for duty, sir.
I'm done with sense of urgency. That's my New Year's resolution, is to have no sense of urgency about anything, and I hope you can hear it in my voice today. How are you, brother? You good?
I'm doing good. I got my morning routine in. A couple of curveballs in the morning, but I'm here and I'm excited. It's something about that opening placeholder track with Maurice Brown, with Chelsea Brass on tenor sax, the crew. Something that gets me right into the pocket, right into the zone. Like you said, no sense of urgency. Just kind of like, oh, there it is. There's the good music. I'm happy to be here and excited because we got some great music. And you know what, man, Lewis? It's kind of cool to intentionally go back to the albums of 2020 and just get another listen with the fresh set of ears, and just to kind of reminisce before all the craziness happened, before the world did this and that. It's just really good to get grounded and reconnected with some good music for some great people.
I hear that, and while you're talking and reflecting on that, I'm going to check our feed here.
Checking the feed. If you are watching this feed live on Facebook, just let us know. Just make a little comment in there so we can give you a shout out. Same thing for those guys who are watching on YouTube. It's great to read the comments and hear you guys chat it up in there. So
it would be great in the comments. Y'all know our schedule. You can go to the Bandcamp page and see what's coming up in the coming days. We are taking Friday off each week, but we're running about 6 songs a day. So if you have a favorite Ropeadope album and you want us to pick a particular track from that album, I would love to see that. I will include anybody who comments on songs to play, put their name in the hat for a little giveaway. At the end of each week, we're going to put together a little package, like I like to call a big bag of dope, and some CDs, some stickers, some T-shirts, a couple of T-shirts maybe, and maybe a relic from the Ropeadope archives, a couple of things. We got stuff stashed away from over the years from storage units in Brooklyn and downtown PA and Philadelphia. Just put something together for somebody each week. So if you post, in the comments that you want us to play a particular song from one of the artists on Ropeadope that we released in 2020, please do. I want to, we can't go too long without any music because I'm pretty boring. Let me just jump in and set some tone here. This was great, man. I remember I was at the beach and I had a Zoom meeting back in 2019, August, with Yasushi Karasawa and a translator. And it's funny we talk about this stuff being like we're distant from each other, but we're finding out that we're not really distant. I still remember the warmth of his smile and the kindness and the graciousness of that call. Um, I think I had listened to maybe just a little bit of the album first, but I was just so taken with his presence and grace that I said, this is somebody that I really want to work with. And the record, this is one that's just constant rotation for me. So let's jump in and listen to Ensawa Saraka. There's no easy way to jump out of that and to come back in. But there we are. Oh, so smooth, like butter. Like butter. Let's jump back to. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was kind of thinking about the comment that you just had before you started playing the music about that warm smile. And I just remember connecting with Nasawa during the 9 Takes series. Mm-hmm. And just, hearing his original compositions and then him getting in the Zoom room and, just being so kind and gentle. He's just like you could tell that he's a really nice and grateful person. And then just reflecting on the album, beautiful, beautiful melodies, beautiful chord progressions, that one track is it's a great song, but the whole representation of the album, it has a full range. It kind of reminds me of it has like splashes of Terrace Martin in there, splashes of like Aaron Parks in there, like this really hip stuff, man. And it's a really good addition, I feel, to the Ropeadope family and Ropeadope vibe.
I agree. I'm going to share its T-shirt of the daytime.
Wow, that is a throwback. The 215 Sigma Sound Studios.
They saved the building, apparently. At least that's what I thought I read. And then, and we got, they have some T-shirts out. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I sent one over to our good friend Brian Hurst. Do you remember the day in 2019 when we surprised him? We took Brian Hurst from soulandjazz.com, an archivist and historian in his own right, took him to Drexel University and toured the studio there. But we didn't tell him what we had in store, that all of the original 2-inch tape from Sigma Sound ended up archived over at Drexel University. So we walked Brian into the back room, and he was like a kid in a candy shop. And it was so amazing because he knew all the titles. I mean, obscure vocalists and soul bands that I had never heard of. And I grew up here in Philadelphia with Sigma Sound. That was great. Uh, we're going to reminisce today. We're going to reminisce, talk about life before uh, you know what. Speaking of warm and friendly people that always smile, there's a little band called Snack Cat.
She would keep me alive by her side. I thought that was so, but we were blind. The tension would build and then came a fight, but it made loving good at night. I thought that she looked like a movie star, and boy did we know how to dance in the dark. We felt strong, but the path was wrong. Guess the stars didn't align. I still get those crazy feels when thinking of all the tears. Young love, young love, young love. Young love, young love, young love. Young love, young love, young love. Young love, young love.
I thought I was grown, but I was a child. You love me more than your secret desires. You live, you learn, you take your turn to be the fool who's crying. But I still
Get those crazy feels when thinking of all the tears. Young love, young love, young love. Young love, young love, young love. Young love, young love, young love. Young love, young love. Young Two passing ships in the night. As you drift apart, your grip becomes tight till the last wind blows and you're finally told.
All right. Snack Cat, Alexi Glick, and crew. Very excited. I think he's going to show up a couple of times on this. I have something that I've been just dying to ask you.
Me?
Yeah. I heard this the other day, and it was news to me. I read an article. Did you know that octopuses like to punch fish?
I had no clue. Octopuses like to. That sounds like a fun kid fact that you find out like the bottom of a Snapple bottle or something. like
Exactly.
that.
It's and there's video to go with it, you know, and the concept of it is just so amazing because think of all those arms, you know, like they could just go to town, you know.
It's like the punching fish, huh?
They just boom, punch fish.
It's. I have a note here from Melody Foster,
Yeah.
Artist Fresh Records, and she says, happy holidays and all that jazz. And then she goes, I want that Sigma Sound T-shirt, Louis.
Yeah, look it up, Melody. It's out there. I can't remember the name of the company or the foundation that's doing this, but they've got them for sale, and you know the money goes to support whatever they're doing there.
I could
I'm
definitely
getting a
do
text
that.
right now from the vinyl plant about meeting him halfway on 95 to pick up some vinyl today. So just bear with me 1 second.
I like that. Well, while you're handling some vinyl, you know, shout out to Alexi Glicks and the Snack Cat crew, man. You know, these guys are very, very hardworking people, and like you said, we're gonna hear a few more pieces, some more music from them throughout the weeks coming up. You know, Chantel, Pete, Alexi, Shark, David, Seth, Jeff, and Nathan, and the crew of the Snack Cat family. Snack Cat. This is a fun word to say.
Snack it.
Snack Cat. You know,
Snack it.
and that track Young Love, man, it's that crossover, you know, pop, soul, R&B kind of fun, driving down the highway to the shore in the summertime kind of vibe. And you know, this really throws me back to the times where I was doing cool stuff out there with the kids and
Doing
splishing and
things.
splashing.
Going places, yeah. When we were kids, we used to actually get in a car and drive places. We went outside without masks. Yep.
It was great.
All right, moving
times.
forward, I so want to talk about last year when we were at Chappelle's party, but let's hold that for a little bit. We had this cat on the show yesterday. Another prolific guy, just continues to put out music. I was so excited that Greg Spiro, whom I respect so much musically, was blown away by Nathan's music. It was really great to hear that. Another, you know, fantastic genius of an artist who is underrepresented in today's hustle and bustle streaming culture. Check out Nathan Paul on Bandcamp, but let's jump into this track. Nathan Paul and the Admirables. Not on that track. That's just Nathan Paul from his EP. Check out his Bandcamp page. There's a lot there to choose from. And you can jump in. I think you can pick that one up on CD and support. So we've been to Tokyo. We've been to Cleveland. We've been to New York City. It's time for us to go to what really should be the anthem of 2020. It's almost like a predictor at this point. And we're just going to, good thing that we play the music with static images so people can't see me dance. So, but this one always gets my feet moving. Out to Chicago, Mr. Cole DeGenova with the song We Broke.
In the morning when I'm laying in bed, mad thoughts running through my head. In the kitchen looking for food, watch TV, got nothing to do. When I'm checking my emails, PBR is on sale. When I'm staying inside tonight, cause I'm using too many lights. We broke, oh, we broke, oh, we're broke, but we woke. When I got my hand in my pants, having sex with lonely friends, makeup in a window pane, wake up and do it again. When I'm checking my bank account, what the hell is a bank account? When I'm stashing my bills away, I'm getting paid on Friday. We broke, oh, we broke, yeah, we broke, but we're woke. Clean yourself with dirty water. Tell your babies it'll soon be over. We know secrets that they ain't taught us. Praying won't help when you got no money. I make you wanna go, ah. I make you wanna go, ah. And I'm looking at Donald Trump, and I'm sitting in a restaurant, and I'm sleeping on the train. When I'm walking in the rain, when I see an old classmate, and I'm trying to lose some weight. When I'm getting too old for this, and I'm outside taking a piss. We broke, oh, we broke, yeah, we broke, but we're woke. When I got no pants on, when I got no shoes on, when I'm my biggest fan, when I'm my only friend. When we talk of solutions, jobs and revolutions, educate the masses, or get us off our asses. We broke, yeah, we broke, we broke, but we're woke, yeah. Clean yourself with dirty water. Tell your babies it'll soon be over. We know secrets that they ain't taught us. Prayer won't help when you got no money. I make you wanna go, ah. I make you wanna go, ah. Money, 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 money. 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 We broke. Yeah, we broke. Oh, we broke. But we woke. Hey. Money, 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 money. 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 We broke. Oh, we're broke. Yeah, we're pretty broke. But we woke. Yeah.
Truer words, man. Truer words. So much in that song seems to pre-pave everything that's happened in 2020. When I'm my only friend. And I think it's a nice shout out to anybody who goes on Zoom without any pants on, which is not me, just for the record.
But my favorite part was, what the hell is a bank account? Like the lyrics are so just spot on, man. Like Like, who cannot relate to that? Well, I mean, I guess there's people who can't relate to that, but we don't talk to those people.
The classic piece in that whole song is the family-friendly bleep that bleeped out the curse word, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
good.
not fit
That's
to
good.
say anymore. That word should not be on the air anymore. As we roll into 2021, I'm very much looking forward to not hearing that word again. So thank you, Cole, for bleeping that. And the rest of that record, I don't think that song is exciting and, in my opinion, should be a smash hit, best new artist, best song, at the Grammys. But, we have our style, and, so sometimes it's not everyone's style, but that's fun. But I think it's not indicative of how the rest of the record goes. There's some things like that on the record, but there's also some really cool, jazzy, funky, soulful, mood kind of stuff on there. So Cole DeGenova.
Yeah, he does. He really put a great album together. Recorded all the tracks. Wrote all the songs, produced it. It's just. It's a lot. It's fun, but like you said, that track is not indicative to the rest of the album. He really shows off his skills on that piano, his songwriting and compositions, and not to mention his vocals, man. The whole thing was just great to again revisit that album and check it out. So make sure you're supporting all of the homies. As they say, head over to downloads.ropeadope.com to support our Ropeadope family artists. Specifically, you can visit coledegenova.bandcamp.com to grab that track and many other tracks and songs.
And the vinyl right here
from Cole. Look at that.
There
Look
we
at
go.
that.
Yep.
Ooh, baby.
Nice vinyl.
That looks good.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good too. All right, Atlanta, Georgia.
We're going to Atlanta.
I was listening to Kin for Life yesterday, and no disrespect to the many great jazz musicians that have graced us with their presence in on this label, but when you're doing this every day, you crave diversity a little bit more. At least I do, and I'm just so appreciative that they kind of open up my ears. In the jazz world or in the musician world, sometimes people kind of get insulated, especially when it's as challenging as it is. So it's like, and you start to hear something that sounds a little more popular or sounds like some of the popular music out there, and you're like, yeah, that's not good. Like there's almost an immediate reaction and it's some sort of jealousy. Like I remember years ago, I was sitting around in a studio in Nashville, Tennessee, Eric McConnell's studio, the great old house in East Nashville, and people were complaining. They're talking about pop songs and hit songs and this and that, and they're like, man, everybody's like, we could write those songs, and I was like, well, can you? They're like, oh, hey, that's so easy, you get an autotune, you do this. I'm like, well, why don't you? And everybody was just kind of stunned. And I said, I don't think it's as easy as you think when you're in this thing, right? That's all I'll say about that.
That's very accurate, Louis. And it's nice to hear that happened not in Philadelphia, that happened somewhere else. Because I thought it was just the Philly thing.
Oh, really?
I love my Philly people.
Yeah.
Dude, I love my Philly people. And it is so super competitive. I just remember just it being like very, very cutthroat. And, but there's some
It's
cats who
true.
are just very, very cool and very humble. It's not all the Philly cats. I don't want to generalize, but
There's a competition in Philadelphia, and I've heard somebody say basically, if you can make it in the Philly scene, you can make it just about anywhere, because there is
That's
that
right.
competition. Yeah, and a little competition's okay. Let's jump into Atlanta. Listen to Kin for Life.
Welcome to the Kin Factory.
Oh, yeah. She had a hold on me, wanted control of me. She left me lonely me when I thought she was the one for me. I was mistaken, you was faking, it was clear. Moving forward, I'll just see you in the rear. Used to walk around my crib in underwear, but never naked with your soul. Did you love me? Guess that I will never know. I was crying, I was begging on the floor. You was bugging, you was banging on the door. Was a creeping, I was sleeping, it was 4 a.m. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. Damn, I'm so regretful, and things are not so simple. It's true, I never meant to, but it seems that we've come to an impasse. They relax, that makes you react, and I do love your clap back, but we ain't healthy for each other, and it will disappoint your mother. But it's me and you in this, let's call it quits. And just on occasion, remember the kid. I feel so regretful. Yeah, I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. I feel so regretful. I feel so regretful. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you.
There we go. Ken for life.
Huge.
For life.
I dropped a couple of links in the stream for all you good people. You know, shout out to Melody Foster and Artist First Records, one of the many amazing imprints that Ropeadope is supporting. And she has her finger on the pulse, man, when it comes to curating, you know, music at that label. And I know she was on the stream. I tried to get her on the stream here earlier. She had an appointment, so she couldn't make it here with us. But, you know, shout out to Melody and everything that she's doing over there at Artists First.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Speaking of imprints, and, you know, it's funny in review, like I didn't realize that we had so much in 2020 from all the different imprints. And it's an interesting reflection. It's a challenge, you know. I mean, to start a label, you know, in the teens, right, 2015 to 2020, is a challenging thing. The music that's coming from all of them is simply amazing, and it's great. We had this little pods of curation, which is exactly what it was intended to do. Melody, of course, Artist First, Diggable Planets, Kin for Life, and many more. You got the link in there for people to go visit that. If you're at our Sugar Tongue Slim, yeah. If you're at our Bandcamp page, we try to put hyperlinks at the top for each of the imprints. And the way these imprints work is basically musicians and related friends, I will say, you know, people who are in business but have a great respect and love and understanding and a sense of fairness with musicians. They run their own label, and Ropeadope does distribution and some marketing and support, and we end up, you know, we're plugging in different communities. We're building our own internet, if you will, of independent musicians, right? Artists First, Modern Icon in Philadelphia, Atlanta Records with Brian Hurst in London. Keep me going. Sounds of Crenshaw with Terrace Martin.
RSVP Records.
RSVP with Sput Seawright. Infinity Gritty.
Infinity Gritty.
Yeah, let's stop there. We'll name some more after, because this you know, what Adam Ahuja has put together is just like this collaborative pod of musicians just constantly making quality music. Really need to make some more noise about these cats, because you know, it's slow going. It's slow going to try to get attention. So let's take a listen to E. Scott Lindner. Did this fascinating record I still don't understand it. It's all numbers. You have any understanding of what this is all about?
It's like the Fibonacci. I can't say the word Fibonacci sequence.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So it's like a mathematical equation on how he approached his compositions, and it is. I mean, it's not like heavy, but it's heavy. You know, and when you really give yourself an opportunity to listen to this album, it's not, you can't just listen to it once. You have to listen to it over and over, because every single time you take a pass at it, you're hearing something new and something fresh. So, you know, In the Flowers Through Space, you know, an Infinity Gritty release, E. Scott Linder. We had pushed that out on February 28th of this year. So,
and we're going to listen to the track 8. Welcome back, everybody. Lewis Marks here, live streaming from the Ropeadope room, which is basically what this room is now, a live stream room. I'm here with all of my lonely friends, these album covers, each representing artists who want to get back out and play music live for you. But in the meantime, we are running down all the releases of 2020. We just heard E. Scott Lindner from the Infinity Gritty label with the song 8. Really fascinating. Who's the vocalist on that? So haunting.
The vocalist is Jill Peacock on that track, and obviously E. Scott Linder on the saxophone, and the trumpet, I believe on that track was John Lake. I could be mistaken. It might be another trumpet player on that, but yeah. So phenomenal lineup. I'm looking at the credits here, Lewis. Obviously Adam Lahuja is making an appearance on that specific track on piano and Rhodes, and some other tracks on that album. But the lineup and the credits are just it's littered with some phenomenal musicians, vocalists. It's great. Again, great compositions. It's one of those albums where you definitely have to listen to again and again and again, because you're catching something new literally every single time.
One of the first things I want to do when we can travel again and go in buildings, which is not something I've done aside from here and home since March 11th, is go to that studio, Pinch Recording, Pinch. Up in New York. Visit those guys. Pretty amazing what's going on. So we're running down 69 singles and 75 albums for 2020. I want to just take a quick break before we go out here. This is kind of like season 1 in the larger sense of a people's history of Ropeadope, and you get to pop in here and hear the stories and the information, the details about how these records were made, who made these records. We're going to have some guests coming on over the next 3 weeks. I believe we're going to be live every morning at 9:30, with the exception of Christmas Day and New Year's Day. And here are some things that we're going to. I'm checking my notes. We're gonna bring out some special things. So tomorrow's show. Today's Wednesday, right, Fabian? Wednesday?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Tomorrow's show, we're going to unveil a little capsule collection of T-shirts from Christian Scott Atunde Ajwa, 4
Nice.
new designs from his iconic photography and record covers. That'll be available. We're also proud to announce that after I leave this, we're going to go pick up the vinyl for Alexia Bontempo. So that pre-order, for those of you who have been waiting, those will ship out this afternoon, tomorrow morning. And, please do go to her website and listen to that record and consider picking it up on vinyl. There's a limited number of copies available. And so that's one. There's more. We have Jonathan Scales' Pillar vinyl in pre-order. That's next up on the press, and we're going to have some updates soon. It's been very challenging getting responses from vinyl plants. They're not only twice as busy as they were last year, but they have COVID precautions to deal with, so things are slowed up a little bit, but it's been great. I have 2 other pieces of vinyl that are going to be coming in. These are going to be extremely limited edition. It's going to be Maurice Brown, The Mood, and Javier Santiago, Phoenix. And we're going to, if you tune into the show, we're going to tell you when that stuff goes live. Start turning that on next week. And of course, the less special vinyl is still in pre-order. I think there might be a few copies left. That's one that just sold out, and that's going to go up on the press after. We have new T-shirt collections at ropeadope.com. Just click on the store button. There's some, again, limited edition. We're keeping things close. We're rolling out new items in small collections in order to keep cash flow positive and also to keep this stuff special. So I think that's most of the pitch. There's more. There's test pressings. There's all kinds of things that we're going to be doing as we roll into 2021 to sort of circle the wagons, bring the community together, and support musicians in a new old-fashioned way. Uh, Paul Bobran.
Love it.
Speaking of just wonderful humans with great smiles and a sense of warmth and a sense of community, he's an advocate. I mean, he's got an incredible history. His parents, family, represent probably the most popular band in Haiti, Boukman's Experience, and they're named Experience because they've basically taken elements of Jimi Hendrix experience and that style of rock and roll, if you will. But you know, I think rock and roll limits Hendrix, and blended it with traditional Haitian voodoo music. Right? Is it voodoo? Is that the right? I might not be using the right term there, but
You're right.
you know, it's really fascinating in music to see things swirl around and come back, you know, and that's a reflection of these communities, right? So musicians have a particular style. They travel to another place. They commune with other musicians, and then they start to bring in influences from other styles. And sometimes this stuff goes around in a circle. Reggae is maybe the best example where, you know, music comes from the islands, gets into from the islands into New Orleans, moves up the river, you know, becomes soul music, blends with gospel, you know, becomes soul music, and then gets played on the radio from places like Sigma Sound back in Jamaica, and then they come up with a whole new fresh take on something that had roots from them in the first place, right? And
Right.
so this is the same. Now Paul's taking this even a step further than the family. Definitely has all that influence, rock and pop. He works with Jackson Brown. You know, he's performed, but he's, you know, that Haitian influence is strong. This is an album that he got a bunch of people together. They just went down there to the studio, and it's not a recording session. It's not show up with your instrument and you go in this room at this time and here's your charts. It's let's eat, let's hang out on the beach, let's dance, let's sing, let's get to know each other. And they had, just magical experiences where they were all hanging on the beach in a after a storm, I believe, and the red moon was rising. Rassemblement means red moon, and I'm going to play one of the later tracks on this album. I listened to this album so many times, and there was one spot in this song that just there was a certain rhythm that sounded so new and fresh to me, and a sound, and I was like, I can't figure out what instrument that is. It makes something's in there that I don't recognize, and it sounds so cool. Now, of course, they did a movie, right? And then we finally see the movie. I finally see the movie at the end, and there's some sort of long horn, just like a simple horn, and there are probably about 6 or 7 of them all playing, creating this rhythm by the interplay between the horns, and that's what that sound was. And I was, it's like, there it is. So listen for it. Listen for it. Fabian Brown, what do you have to say to sign off? Because we're just gonna go right in and play this, and then cut to the end marker, and we'll see you all tomorrow. What has gone unsaid on your part?
I mean, you kind of hit it on the head, man. Support the artists. Lewis ran down all the different things that you can do, and listen, if any of that is above and beyond your means, you know what you can simply do is like, comment, and share. Sorry about the dog there. Like, comment, and share. That could be just as simple as that.
And we are going to pick someone from the shares. And if you comment and add some songs that you want us to add into future programs, we're going to pick somebody each week to get what we call the big bag of dope, which is some goodies from the Ropeadope storage here. All right, so without further ado, as they say, Paul Bobran, I know I'm going to just kill this pronunciation, not in a good way. Gade Sayo Fem. We'll see y'all tomorrow, folks.
Yo, my head, yes,